everyone. I hope you're doing well. Here I'm in Yamanashi today, and well, there is a big typhoon around Tokyo, but everything is fine. So please take care. I just keep watching the river and the water level. Today I'm making a video to answer to a common question: what does healers really do? And indeed, this is important to try to make sure and clarify what's behind the word healing and healers. So you might wonder, do we really heal, or does healers really heal? And actually I'm going to answer you right now, and surprisingly it's no. Healers for me does not heal, because this is a body who self-heal, and healers is just helping you to recover your natural ability to self-heal. What's really happening actually, when you have a disease in your physical body, this is the really last stage of a disease, but you had early signs before it, and maybe you have been ignoring it. For example, multiple times you had some headaches, some body pains, or you felt your stomach was a bit weak and then you forgot about it, etc. And all this has early signs. And when did your trouble really started? It started probably a while ago. For little things, generally, it's not too far away. I mean, if you got a cold, if you watch in your life, maybe that was only a few days before, because maybe you had an emotion, someone told you something, you felt uncomfortable, and then you felt like, oh, without voice. It was a bit a shock, and then you forgot, and a few days after you lost your voice and you got a cold, for example. I mean, everything is kind of connected. But for more serious healing, actually, the origin might be older, sometimes much, much older. For example, let's say someone has a cancer and go to see a healer or an alternative medicine person because they expect to have some help, more natural help, because maybe the Western medicines didn't work. Well, that's good to try, but in my opinion, every kind of healing or alternative medicines has more a way to work as a prevention. And when you come to consult a healer, the healer will help you definitely to try to balance your energy, the energy to flow better in your chakra, in your body, to help you to self-recover, I mean, have your ability to self-recover and self-heal back. So that will help a lot. But if the root cause is really, really deep, like you even forgot the first origin, the problem can come back. For example, typically cancer, when someone comes to see me because he has a cancer, I'm helping on the energy level, but I always try to use more kinesiology to work with this person, to try to research together, to seek together for the original root cause of the issue, to make sure that the trouble that the person is having right now is not coming back. So if I tend to separate really my holistic therapy work than energy work. It goes together and I do both, but I don't use them the same way. I personally prefer do some prevention all the time with energy healing. So I always prefer to see you when you're healthy, or you have just little signs, so then I can take care of you, and we can make sure you're not going to be sick. This is totally an Asian way of functioning actually, and of thinking the body and the mind and the spirit and the health naturally. We prefer to think the health, like take care of the health as a prevention. So to come back to the subject, what does the healers really do? Well, we help you to reactivate your self-healing process, and it's your own body who's going to heal. And also, we try to work on other dimension, on the subtle bodies that you are not always aware of, because every issues that you have, most of the time, I say most of the time, has an origin much before, coming from a thought and an emotion. It's all connected. So, for example, one day you had a thought, you were a child, and someone told you, oh, this child always fall, like it's like he doesn't has a good balance, and he's he's pretty unlucky all the time. Like I'm a bit worrying for him. And let's say this child one day has heard this kind of discussion about him, and he got shocked, and he said, "Oh, indeed, I fall often. Maybe I'm not normal. Maybe there is something wrong with me." And this child has kept this in his mind, and he had an emotion related to this. So he felt he's not enough, he's not good enough, he lost some self confidence, and his body kept a memory inside him. And let's say, like, he forgot about it and he grew up, and later on in his life, he kept meeting some people who kept telling him or like mirroring him that is not good enough, or like, oh, you always fall, you always hurt your ankle. And then the more he hears that, and the more he twists his ankle, and he fall, and he have little injury, because it's kind of, I mean, everybody said this, so he's like that, so he believed this, and he keep acting a certain way that provoked a certain action in his life, and the same pattern repeat again and again, until one day it goes so far and so far and so far, that the problem become bigger, and maybe one day this person start to have a big depression and some physical issue, and he's a bit weak, his body is not very strong, he's sick all the time. Maybe it was because of these little events that happened when he was a child. So all this to explain you that everything is connected, everything has interaction, your body, your mind, your spirit, what you experience in life. Sorry. And it's important to pay more attention to all these signs. So this is why I say that when you go to see a healer will take care of all the invisible aspects, the subtle body, and help you to recover your self-healing abilities by helping the energy flow. But the healer will not really heal you. The only person that can heal, it's you. It's super important what I'm saying, because I want really as much as people as possible to understand that we have an amazing ability to self-heal. So when you go to see a therapist, you go to see someone to help you, to collaborate with, to understand more about everything that you don't today, about your own pattern, about how disease is working, about how your body is working. And this is how we help, because we have the knowledge about this. Especially, I mean, I'm a body mind therapist and healer, so I use energy work, but I also take care of the scientific aspect, and I have this knowledge. And I've been traveling the world to meet a lot of people who do different kind of natural medicines, and I realized there were a lot of common points. We are doing a lot of similar things. So the difference is that we use the plant from the land where we are, and maybe sometimes the way we process is a bit different, but there is a lot of similarity anyway. This is why there is nothing who is better than another, not a technique who is better than another. It's more a question of connection you have with a person and that you want to work with, collaborate with, to try to take care of your health naturally, holistically, and understand how to be able to self heal. But that's totally normal to get some help. I mean, it's not because we have the ability of self healing that we are able to find everything by ourselves. I mean, it's not exactly like this that it's working. Sometimes we have some process, sometimes there is some things we cannot see because we are inside, and it's not always easy to take some distance, and it requires a lot of personal work, spiritual work also, and develop its own awareness. And well, today it's a great time for awakening, where a lot of people try to, I mean, open themselves and understand a bit more about the biggest picture, the fact that everything is related. Uh, we are part of nature. We are not different of the rest of the world, the environment. Everything is interconnected. Human beings are not special. We are part of this environment. um, Voila. Here is what I wanted to share. So healers does not heal. They help you to recover your ability to heal. Healers are here to balance your energetic body, and are here to see what you cannot see, which means, for example, if you have already a healing, like you have already a disease or an issue, we are able to see it on your subtle body, because it's already there before reaching your physical body. So I hope you will really understand this from now, and we help you to be more aware and responsible for more your own health, for yourself, and to understand more. And also we give you some tools, necessary tools to take care of yourself little by little until you're fully independent one day. I mean, I've been through this way, through this process as well. Now I'm nearly fully independent, but sometimes I need some help, and it's totally fine. I mean, it's okay. We all need some help and support for someone with more experience, and that's natural. Um, so please try to think your health more in a prevention mind. I prefer really to see people when they are okay or just with little things, and when they come and they have a big problem. I'm always doing my best to help and support, and I help a lot of people. But I prefer much more educate about the benefit of prevention for health, with various tools, by the way, because I use sounds, I use sound wave meditation, and some dance therapy. I do a lot of things online because of the current situation, and it's working actually, because I can teach you some tools. In presence, it's a bit different, because in presence, I can touch you, I can manipulate you. In a distance, I cannot. So I have to teach you how to do. I have to explain you some self massage, acupressure point, and I guide you. So then you become so more independent. So it's two different kind of work, but the goal is the same. And anyway, distance is kind of an illusion on the energetic level. So energetically, you will receive a healing, even if we do some talking and energy. I mean, even if we work on kinesiology, or even with meditation, all our music has healing power inside. So if you come to receive a new moon healing, you will receive some energy work as well. So for everything we offer actually. So I wish you a wonderful end of the day, and see if you have any question, please don't hesitate.